Good morning. Do not adjust your phones. Do not adjust your screens. Yes, it is foggy as hell outside. I'm not kidding. You can't even see 10 feet off the front of your hood. Look at that. It's like total John Carpenter weather out there. Look at that shit. It's just. So it was a long, slow drive to work. But better safe than sorry. Heck, I was already out of my driveway and starting to go, and then next thing you know, a semi goes by, pushing more than 70 miles an hour, and I'm like, if something were in your way, in this, fog, they would be in heaven 10 seconds before you realized you went over them. Ugh. And here I am. I'm in just a regular sedan, and I'm like, no way in hell am I tearing down this road. Look at that. Hang on. That is just so freaking creepy. Look. So, let's see what was going on in Hooland. Apparently, there was some filming the other day at Cardiff University, or uni, as I say, and they wrapped it up and were gone early morning. So either it was touch-ups, reshoots, second unit shit, or they did filming overnight at the university and get bugged out. Of course, the biggest talk again is Mrs. Flood running around. What is she up to? And more people are going, what happened to Millie Gibson? Okay, here's the thing. I've heard both sides of the story, but the majority of the people I have talked to who have contacts, like I said, take this as you will. Let's just say, there were some points where it wasn't an enjoyable work environment. Ruby Sunday. Yeah, it is like. Look at that. The moon curling to the fog. I'm like, it is like nasty foggy out. This is one of the mornings where I know, since I've moved down here, one of the things we never ever had when I was in school was fog delays. Well, they aren't at Cardiff Studios. Well, this is bad. They're running out of bad wool instead of Rothlock. And no, this was stuff that happened allegedly on set. Including, one person, like I said, I won't name who they are, what they are, or anything like that, claiming, quote unquote, that it was the bitchiest set they had ever worked on. And the most complainiest set. I know they invented a new word. No, I'm talking about the character Miss Flood. Or is it Mrs. Flood? I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and refresh my memory. Mrs. What? Never seen a TARDIS before. Yeah, her. Ugh. I'm not kidding. I'm halfway expecting the crew of the Elizabeth Dane to show up here in a minute. I can see the moon, which is weird. Okay. It's... You might just be able to see it up there in the... Well, the Watcher thing has been heavily speculated on because remember, in Planet of the Spiders, we had Campo, who was turned out to be a Time Lord, and we also had the character of Cho-Chi, who turned out to be a... What do you call it? It was a thing of his future self. So when Campo regenerated, he became Cho-Chi. You know, well, he looked like Cho-Chi. I mean, but he was actually Campo. Yeah, doesn't that explain it perfectly, as the Brigadier would say? So, but and a lot of people have speculated if that's what they were picking up on with the Watcher thing was this was a like forward, you know, ghost image, or so to speak, of the Fourth Doctor, that he'd been around too long, so to speak. But no, by generation, like I said, I'm not going to go screaming down the, you know, the hallways, ripping my hair out, going and but I didn't like stupid. It's, you know, how many tenets are we got running around the universe now? You know, you've got, you know, Metacrisis Doctor off on a parallel world. Now you've got 14th Doctor / you know, way call it, you know, hanging around with the nobles, and of course you've got the 10th Doctor running around out there, you know, in his timeline. And it's like, I didn't want to kill Tennant off again. Well, it's probably what he said, but I think that's why they did it. It's because the Tennanites would throw a fit. Okay, you're never gonna see a reason why the Doctor left Gallifrey. You know, you've had hints at it, like, you know, mentions and hints at it. You know, where, you know, especially I think the latest one was, you know, Peter Capaldi saying, you know, he left because he was afraid, and that was all the way back in damn, I know the name of the episode's on the tip of my mind. Where he's trapped in the confession dial. My brain is blanking. It's going to hit me in 5 minutes. I know it. And I feel bad, too, because I know the episode, and it's a very, very pivotal episode, because a lot of people voted it up as being one of the best. But it's one of them mornings where the coffee hasn't fully kicked in, even though I drank it minutes ago. Let's see. Heaven Sent. And you're never going to see... all we know about the Type 40 TARDIS is they were already obsolete when the Doctor left Gallifrey. His was on the repair line. And of course, Moffat had to insert Clara into that, which I'm dying laughing as nobody threw a fit about that. Disrespecting Hartnell. Yeah, by having a companion say, no, you want to take this TARDIS. It was a good scene, though, the way they did it, you know, especially with the footage they had available of Hartnell. But they made, you know, they turned Clara into Clara Sue. I'm sorry, they did. I enjoyed Clara, you know, as Victorian Clara, but basically I think in order to make it simpler on the fans or whatever, that's why they went with contemporary Clara instead. And I really wish they had left the character where they left her and not drug her back, made her immortal, and gave her own TARDIS with her own immortal companion. Come on, you had characters that went on to do great things like Martha Jones, and she's not immortal and doesn't have superpowers, and you know, sure, Rose is off in another dimension, but she's basically fighting without superpowers, is not immortal and all that. Well, we had always wondered, about the origin. Come on, even Moffat had hinted that Gallifrey, the doctor, when he was on Gallifrey, was staying in a boys' home or something, and those were not his parents back in the episode. Oh, crap. No, it's not. My brain is blinking again because I know this. Well, I haven't watched the Capaldi year in a while. Ugh. Listen. Where they have them staying out there in the barn, which of course became now an immortal fixture that's going to pop up again and again and again, and then, ugh. And trust me, I did not like the unwriting of the Time War, or the rewriting of the ending of the Time War. It just took all the meaning out of the first few seasons. But like I said, I did, the character was okay up till that point, and ugh. Well, folks, I just looked at the time. It is time for me to go combat the fog monsters and go inside. Hopefully I'll run into Adrienne Barbeau instead, but at the age she was when they made the fog, it's not going to happen, but or maybe even young Jamie Lee Curtis. So take care of yourselves out there. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your weekends.